Hello and welcome to Old People This Week. My name is Jeff, a.k.a. the Mastermind. And Baldo in the middle there, that's the yodeling cowboy, Mike.
That's perfect.
Yodel something for us, Mike.
Yodel.
No. And of course, that's Paul over there, the sexy stewardess himself.
Thank you very much. Fasten your seatbelts.
We are your hosts. Old People This Week is a podcast for people who are 60 years of age or older. If you aren't of that age, stick around and you'll learn something. The big news, of course, to start off with is we passed 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
5,000 subscribers. Still, though, not paid a cent by YouTube. They owe us millions, I figure.
Yeah, they'll come
get
to
in touch with them. Start sending us some money. We'll run
Thank
some
you
ads
to all you folks, by the way.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Spread the word.
Thank you.
Lord. One of our, we had a bunch of comments, too, which is great.
Okay.
Heather East, who's one of our favorite subscribers, wrote to us and she said, "Hey, old guys, which one of you is the oldest?" Well, I'm not going to tell you that, Heather, but in the way of a clue, here are our baby pictures. This is Mike. Sepia-toned picture. With the first two numbers
pram.
are 1/8, by the way. And then here's Paul. With a little stash. And of course, here's Jeff. You see how I was cherubic, whatever that word is. Like, beautiful.
What did you do? Lift that off a Gerber baby food ad or something?
Okay. And then we got a comment from someone named Suzanne Passot 4583. She says, "Y'all are great." So I was Southerner. Thank you, Suzanne. That's a beautiful thing to say. Appreciate it. And there's a bunch of other complimentary, people left complimentary reviews, but we also get ones like this. This was from a guy by the name of Tim Burns 1455. He said, "Good effort, guys, but we don't need your commentary. Old guys like you quipping on current events doesn't work. You have wisdom. Share that with us. Best of luck." No.
Yeah, Tim, don't give up your day job.
No, I don't take umbrage at that. I mean, no. I said to him, I thanked him for the comment, but in our way of thinking, Tim, our wisdom comes out while we're talking about current events.
Yeah.
Because
that's the nature of the show.
That's what we want to do. If we just wanted to talk about old people stuff, we could sit here and I could tell you all about my bursitis or whatever you want to know. Then you really would get bored. So anyway, I think we're going to do what we have been doing, but thanks for commenting. We appreciate it. Yeah. And here's what we do on this podcast. So I want to make this absolutely clear. There are 3 points I was going to make. Number one, we want young people, and that means anyone who's not a boomer, but especially our friends at Gen Z friends, to get their faces out of their phones and get to be people again.
Yeah,
that's number one. Number two, we don't want old people to be old. We want them to be relevant and safe, primarily from scammers. So we talk a lot about that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And number three, we want to point out the fakeness of fake television like reality TV and the fake celebrities who make money from it. We talk a lot about celebrities and how stupid they are.
Yeah.
So those are our 3 mandates, our 3 missions. That's all part of one mission statement. That's who we are. That's what we do. So pay attention, learn something. And if you don't like it, go read AARP.
We're new.
Yeah. All right. And then this story that one of you guys sent me that's incredible, really incredible. Again, the headline, A quadruple amputee is accused of fatally shooting a person in Maryland.
Yeah, Paul sent that to both of us. I'm like, what?
Well, the other thing, the first sentence is, a professional cornhole player,
right?
Who was a quadruple amputee is facing murder charge. So the obvious question came up is, how do you play cornhole if you're a quadruple amputee? Video over here, right here, you can see him doing it.
For years.
Leave the door open, baby.
A couple outs to the right. Can Dayton Weber take advantage here? Back two's going to be good.
That's incredible.
This This is where, if it was like 50 years ago, we would have been saying, look at the headline at the checkout counter at the grocery store, because it's on the cover of the National Enquirer, that headline.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then, all right, that was.
But my question is, how does he hold a gun and
Well,
able to shoot somebody? You have to have a trigger
well,
finger.
Let's start with this. How does he drive? He was driving.
And
while he's
shooting.
driving, he shot the passenger that's in the front seat with him. So how is he driving? A. B. How does he pick up a gun while he's driving and then shoot the person next to him? And then he doesn't have the decency to. He kept the body in the car with him for a while, and then he dumped it out in somebody's lawn.
Jesus. And even then, so what's he do? He reaches across the cockpit, opens the door, and pushes the guy out, and he has no arms. I mean, the whole thing is like,
This guy's amazing. He's
Amazing.
That is a reality show right there.
Jesus, I
I
guess.
was still doing reality show. I'd be at that guy's doorstep tomorrow morning trying to sign him up, because that is funny.
Yeah.
So they issued a warrant for his arrest. They found the car one place, and they located him at a nearby hospital where he was seeking treatment for a medical issue. He was arrested and charged as a fugitive from justice. And he's charged now with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, and more. He's a professional cornhole player in the American Cornhole League.
I don't
By the
want
way,
that on
if
my.
you said
I
the
don't
word-
want that on my sweatshirt.
No. You said the word cornhole in 1969 when I was in high school.
You got
There
knocked
would
on
have
your
been 4
ass.
guys that would have kicked your ass because that was the worst word in the world you could use.
Oh. You would think it was the future sport here in South Kakalaki, I'll tell you right now. Like, the people on the other side of the fence over here, they rent the house and it's full of renters, and the first thing they do is play cornhole when they get down here. And I even heard on the radio the other night, like, watch the Cornhole Playoff Championships on ESPN2 at 6 a.m. It's like,
Not.
The reason is simple: is that anybody, a quadruple anybody can literally play the game.
yes.
If this dude can play it professionally, then it means anybody can play it,
Yes.
and you can be as drunk as you want, and you can play it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that video, you have to say that video is pretty impressive because he did 4 in a row and he beat that guy.
Yeah.
It was like, geez.
The way they set it up too is that they've slanted the board so that it's better for television, and it's got that stickum on the thing now, so it sticks at the top, so you can see how much they miss by.
Yeah.
They made it into a televised sport.
Brother.
All right, Mike, I don't want you to get all weepy now or sentimental, unless you have a hanky close by.
That would be uncharacteristic for me, but go ahead.
But the Hannah Montana show just turned 20 years old. That's right.
Wow.
It was 20 years ago that Miley Cyrus, Mike's secret celebrity crush,
My girl, Miley.
first appeared on the Disney Channel. Here's a side-by-side picture of Miley then and now.
Then and now.
And Mike, I know that makes you kind of
Well, she's hot now. I don't care what anybody says. She's totally current and totally hot. She's cropping up everywhere. She's looking great. Music's
I
never
thought she
been
was
better.
going to be a total train wreck, and she's not really. I mean,
No.
Florida is, but she's not. Smart, shrewd, and makes money.
Yeah, she survived that idiot of a father, and she's just got her own stuff going. She's doing just fine.
Yeah.
But I think, what is it? Dolly Parton, I think, is her godparent, right? Or something. It's like, I think.
Aunt or godmother or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her dad's name?
Billy
Cyrus?
Ray.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray, right, with the goofy hair.
The goofy everything.
All right. Now, the main Gen Zer that we have been goofing on for the longest time, especially the last few weeks, is this Nonna-maxxing streamer dude who calls himself clavicular.
Clavicular.
And he's always getting into some kind of trouble, old clavicular.
Self-induced. Yeah.
So here's his latest faux pas. He was in the middle of a streaming marathon because you know how Gen Z kids are with their phone. They stream their entire life and they expect everybody to want to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
He's on one of those boats that they use in like the swamp TV reality shows.
Airboat, yeah.
Yeah, those airboats with a giant propeller in the back.
Yeah.
They're cruising through the Everglades when his group came upon a gator floating in the water. So then Clavicular whips out a handgun and squeezed off a bunch of shots using the reptile as his target. Well, A, it's illegal to do.
Well, the gator was dead.
And B, it was dead. So the fool is trying to show off like he's big, brave, and shooting at some alligator down in the Everglades. And it wasn't dead. I was already dead.
Good for him.
Well, it doesn't. It gets better than that. So he, after this dumb thing, Clavicular heads up to Fort Lauderdale. And while he's in Fort Lauderdale, he gets arrested. And he gets arrested on an outstanding warrant.
Yeah.
So get this. So evidently, previous to this, he had some giant big party down in Kissimmee, Florida, at an Airbnb. Now, Kissimmee, Florida means something to me because I think I told you guys that Mike, you knew this story. That the brother of our friend Betty was shot down there and killed a few weeks ago.
Yeah, in the same Airbnb, by the way. Which if I was either party's attorney,
it's not the same.
I would be on Airbnb and the owner of that house. And
the story is so tragic that it's I can't. It'll bring down the whole show to say it. But they were just down there goofing around. They went down for some car show. This guy and the next door neighbor to the Airbnb got pissed at him for some reason and walked over there and shot him. All three of them.
And it's not the first time he's done that. Remember?
No, that's right. He got away with it once.
Yeah, he's been arrested multiple times for doing that.
Anyways, this idiot Clavicular has a big party at a Airbnb in Kissimmee, Florida. Okay. And during the party, a young girl comes out screaming outside, and the cops show up. And she says that she got beat up during the party by 24-year-old Violet Marie Lenz, who's Clavicular's girlfriend.
Oh, perfect.
And then she says that it was the detectives determined that Clavicular instigated the fight between the two women and posted it on social media to exploit it.
Please.
So he gets his girlfriend to beat up on this other girl, the 19-year-old girl, and he films it, of course, because he films everything. He puts it up online, and now he's in trouble. So they arrested him at Fort Lauderdale when he showed up, charged him with misdemeanor battery. Now he's got to deal with that.
Perfect.
Yeah, I hope they slap him in general population for a week.
Oh my God. A guy like Clavicular, a week, he couldn't last 10 minutes and put in a real jail. So this is Gen Z, by the way, in a nutshell, this Clavicular.
Yeah.
Our generation, we had people like Steve Jobs and Warren Buffett and, of course, the great Christy Brinkley.
How could you forget? Put her in the same category as Steve Jobs.
Yeah, when you think of the top three, you definitely,
And they have Clavicular. So there you go. Okay. So, Mike, I have an important question for you.
Yep.
Because you know a lot about golf. You hang out at a golf course all the time.
I try.
Is every golfer a drunk? Because I know about 10 golfers, including yourself, and you're all drunk all the time like fishes.
I resemble Larry Mark. No, golfers occasionally have a drink after their round. That's no big deal. 19th hole, right? Yeah. Sometimes on the course. Well, personally, if I had a drink while I was playing, I couldn't hit my ass with a hat. So I do not drink while I'm playing golf.
It's the only sport that does have a beer cart, though, right?
Oh yeah, every course has a hospitality cart, and usually some quite attractive young woman driving it, and it's all about the revenue.
So they drive out to by hole, or they stay at one hole?
They circulate on the course, and
Well, that's okay, because I know you guys like to drink, and that's okay. But you got one golfer who's likes it a little bit too much, I think, and that's a man by the name of Tiger Woods.
Yeah, it was a sad story.
So here it is. Tiger Woods showed signs of impairment last Friday at the scene of a car crash in which he struck another vehicle and rolled his Land Rover. Here's a picture of him of the rolled Land Rover.
Yeah, slid it down the road on its side.
Oh my God! Just like in the movies.
Yeah.
He was arrested on suspicion of DUI. Guess what state this was in, Mike?
Gee, it probably had to be in Florida, and specifically on Jupiter Island.
On Jupiter Island.
Paradise.
It was, but guess what? This was not 2 a.m. in the morning when he's out drinking. This was 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And then this was at least the third time it said that Woods has been involved in a car crash. Most recently in February 2021, when his SUV ran off a coastal road in L.A. at a high rate of speed, leading to multiple leg and ankle injuries.
Yeah, they almost amputated his leg.
Yeah. So he is a nut, and he's got to call us.
I just don't understand. It's like this is the third or fourth accident he's been in, or he's been driving. It's like, and you've got money. At this point, why don't you just have a driver? I mean, I'm not talking about a driver to hold in your hand. I'm talking about a driver to take you where you're going.
Yeah. Well, if you know you're going to have a drink or have been drinking, have a driver take you.
I wouldn't be having a driver after the first DUI. My God, I wouldn't be doing this.
Well, there's an article's popped up on the news today that the reason he will not have a driver, and he's been pressured to do it, is that he does not want anyone to know where he's going or what he's doing.
Oh, he's paranoid.
He's highly protective of his privacy and his.
Well, if he's highly protective of his privacy, he ought not to be getting drunk and sliding down the road in his car.
Yeah, don't drive.
Yeah,
I got no help for him then. No,
nothing. There's no talking to him.
No.
It's also, he's made questionable choices. First of all, he was rich enough that he did not have to get married and cheat on his wife, the original wife.
Right.
I mean, why didn't he just stay single? He could have, nobody would have cared. He could have had 10,000 women. Who cared?
Well, he
gets married and he cheats on his wife like 50,000 times.
Yeah.
And then that was one of these things. I don't know if he was
one
drunk
of the wrecks. Yeah.
She was chasing him down the road, running after him with a golf club in her hand.
Yeah. And he ran into a tree.
Way
to go.
All right. All right. Now we got to switch gears slightly. There is a rapper, Mike, you probably know him because Mike is, very famously known as in the rap world as Whiz Bang.
Whiz Bang.
And this
Eminem who?
Huh?
Eminem who?
There is a rapper by the name of Afroman. I'm showing a picture of him now. For the reason you can see why he's called Afroman. And he is evidently very famous. I never heard of him before this news story.
Never. He used to knock me off though when he was about 12. He used to
steal your lyrics
stuff off, yeah.
So in August of 2022, wherever he lives, wherever Adams County is in whatever state, probably Florida, deputies raided his home on suspicion of kidnapping and drug trafficking, but no charges were filed.
Oops.
What it did, all it served to do was to piss Afroman off, and he made a series of songs that he made, and with those songs he made a series of videos.
Yeah.
In which, on these music videos, he mocked the officers who were involved in that raid. One of them, this famous song that really got him pissed off, was called Lemon Pound Cake. I what that reference is.
I want to know where that one's going.
Well, it pissed off the sheriff. So there were 7 officers. They sued Afroman for, amongst other things, the unauthorized use of their likenesses, arguing that it caused emotional distress, humiliation, and damage to their reputations. Mm-hmm. Well, just a couple weeks ago, they had a jury trial over this thing, and the jury rejected the officer's claims upholding Afroman's right to criticize law enforcement and mock the incident, with the court noting that public officials have limited grounds for defamation suits regarding their official duties. But that's not why I said this story. When I started reading about the trial, evidently they showed these videos in the course of the trial.
Mm-hmm.
And these videos made the jury very uncomfortable. So that's how lewd these videos were. And they were filthy and funny, but not all the jurors evidently liked it at all. The one part of the case that hit the jury hardest was this one video. It was entitled "Lick 'em Low, Lisa."
No. I'm surprised it didn't swing the jury the other way. And plus the "Lick 'em Low, Lisa" referred to in "Lick 'em Low" is one of the police officers. So jury number 5, they didn't give her name, described feeling embarrassed and deeply uncomfortable while it played, saying she did not want to look at anybody and she just wanted to keep her head down. Brother.
What a trial.
Guilty.
I don't know how I would have taken that if I was on the jury. But funny, stupid.
Yeah.
All right. More celebrity hijinks. Do you guys know who Alan Richardson is, or Richson is?
Yeah, I love him. The guy who should have been Reacher all along instead of that little tiny Tom Cruise. Yeah,
Cruise has one thing over Alan, and that is Cruise can act, and Alan is as stiff as a board lug.
But he's perfect. But he's perfectly cast. He's perfectly cast.
For those of you who don't, I'm going to show pictures, and he is a giant. And when I mean a giant, he is a giant. He's like 6'6" or bigger. He weighs about 280 pounds, and there's not an ounce of fat on him. He's enormous. And the best thing about the show is that he gets into these fights, and they're not really fights because he just takes people and just pounds the crap out of them.
Just wipes them out.
There's one scene I remember where he comes upon a woman who's taking money out of an ATM, and she's crying.
Yeah.
And he goes over to her and he sort of slyly says, "Are you in trouble? Are you doing this under derision?" And she says, "Yeah." She goes, "The guy in the car." Well, he doesn't go over there and knock on the car window or do anything. He goes over to the car, he smashes through the window, pulls the guy out, and beats the living crap out of him. He doesn't even ask a question.
Yeah. Well, I love his favorite trick, too, on all of the shows he does, all the Reacher shows. His favorite thing is, like, he'll confront the bad guy or the bully, and he said, "Now, I'm going to count to 3, and you have a choice. You can either elect to end your life or you can leave." And then he starts counting, and he always hits the guy on 2.
Yeah, he's cruel. But anyway, it's funny. But when I'm telling you, Alan, but you can do that stuff on camera and you can beat the crap out of people, but you can't do it in real life. And TMZ has this video of him. He and his sons are raising hell on this street they live on in Tennessee. They're on motorcycles or motor scooters kind of things, and they're going up and down the street, yelling, going crazy, and the neighbors don't like it.
Yeah.
And one of the neighbors, just a regular Joe, goes out there but makes the mistake of pushing Brickman when he drove by on the motorcycle, and Brickman falls off of it. Brickman gets up and thinking it's in the script for the show, he just rails on this guy.
Of course he does.
Oh my God!
Yeah, well, you push me over and I'm riding a bike. You cross the line. I don't really care about the mismatch. Don't do that because could have broken his leg or hit his head or done something.
I have one firm rule since I turned 60. I'm not going to get in fights, pick fights or anything. I don't want to get my ass kicked all over the place. It's embarrassing. First of all,
just to call your wife.
Yeah. Hey, Valerie, get over here.
Honey, can you come get me? I'm in the emergency room.
I'm at Costco.
Yeah.
I'm in the emergency room.
The emergency room, yeah.
I just pushed a guy off his motorcycle.
I just put Alan Rickson off his motorcycle, and he just kicked the crap out of me. All right. And then the biggest celebrity story this week, of course, is our favorite television show. The Bachlorette.
Oh, please.
So the Bachelorette, I'll make this concise as possible.
It's hard to.
Every season they choose someone, whether it's a Bachelor or Bachelorette, and generally the person is from one of the previous seasons or the season that just got over, and they're the new Bachelor or Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Well, this Bachelorette decided to choose this woman who's on the Real Life, what is it called?
Real Lives of Mormon Housewives.
Yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, how do they even allow that show to be taped in that state?
Yeah, I was going to say that title is a red flag right there. I mean, come on.
So one of the stars of that show is a woman by the name of Taylor Frankie Paul.
Yeah.
And she was chosen to be the Bachelorette. They taped the entire show, put it in the can, and we're getting ready because they promoted it a couple of weeks ago on the Oscars.
The Oscars. She
was on the red carpet.
Jesse. She was on with Jesse.
Right. So she's going to be the star, and they're going to debut this thing, and all of a sudden, kablooey! Here it goes, all falls apart when this video shows up of her beating, throwing chairs at her husband, and part of which is the chair hits one of the kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So then ABC gets a hold of this, finds out about it. They cancel. Well, first of all, the Mormon thing got canceled, the season. Yeah. And then ABC got wind of it, and they canceled The Bachelorette. So you can imagine, you spend, I don't know,
millions.
I will guess that the budget for something like that is about $1 million an episode. And they do.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, at least $1 million an episode. And they do like 10 episodes. So they'll what's his name? Golden Bachelor was so bad, that fool from Michigan, I can't remember his name, that they only did 6 episodes.
Was that Gary? Was it Gary?
Whatever his name is. No. Mel Owen.
Yeah, Mel Owen.
Anyways, but they so you figure they were going to have a 10 episode run on this thing, $10 million minimally. Nada. They're not going to be able to recoup one penny of it. It's got sitting in the can somewhere.
No. There's a lot of money in marketing down the drain. A lot of money just all over the place just went to waste. And obviously, background checks are not really being fully vetted.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were both in the business for years. I mean, don't they do even rudimentary checks on people?
They should be doing it, and they're not right. They're the big leagues. When I was at E! Entertainment Television, our reality shows, we did them with train wreck people. I didn't have to check their background. Anna Nicole, I didn't. You don't need to check Anna Nicole's background.
Yeah, but I do think it is getting harder and harder as we get into this social media world. For umpteen years now, and everyone's lives are recorded in not only their own phone but on others' phones, and you really got to play it back and think to yourself, have I ever been in an altercation with somebody, let alone my ex or my somebody? It's like those are things that I don't know. I don't know many people, honestly, that could clear a background check and be on television.
I imagine you can get away. I mean, there's levels of it if you're not. But they didn't discover a video in which she's throwing chairs around, her own kid gets hit. That's too much. You're right, though, Paul. It's so ubiquitous now that everybody's taking video of everything. But remember when we were younger, you watched TV and they had a show, America's Funniest Home Videos, because it was hard. Those videos were so rare, and you thought it was a big deal that people were acting stupid on video. Now that you could run it, you do Instagram, TikTok, 24 hours a day on this stuff.
Well, and half of them are fake with AI, so you never know what you're looking at.
Now with AI, crazy. Now you have cats doing funnier things than humans do.
Yeah,
true that.
All right. Here's my stupid celebrity of the week. It's Kevin Bacon. I'm sick of Kevin Bacon. Anyways, but he, the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, and he's got this Instagram site. He's up there always singing around, dancing, and he's so in love with his wife. Get me out of here. But he decided that he was going to pull only a celebrity stunt, which was to go out to get disguised and go out in public. So he got a special effects guy makeup artist to create a prosthetic look with fake teeth, different nose, and glasses. Then he headed out to a busy Los Angeles shopping center to see if anybody would recognize him. But guess what happened?
Nobody did.
And he felt ignored. People were pushing past me, he cried, not being nice. Nobody said, I love you. I had to wait in line. I didn't know how to buy a effing coffee or whatever. I was like, this sucks. I want to go back to being famous. Oh, my God.
How vapid, self-absorbed can you be? Good Lord.
I will say this. He's worse than Bieber. I mean, we make fun of Bieber, but Bieber releases himself. He doesn't go out trying to be in disguise.
Bieber's just a rolling train wreck. I mean, he's some of that's not even his fault. He just doesn't have a chance. Yeah, but if you deliberately put yourself in that position and then bemoan the fact that nobody recognized you. I mean, give me a break.
Yeah, right. He was all pissed off. Nobody. He had to buy his own coffee. He didn't know how to buy his own coffee because people would buy it for him. What a nut. Nonna-maxxing. Now, we've talked about clavicular at the top of this show, the big dummy clavicular.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we spend a lot of time goofing on Gen Xers for all of this kind of stuff they do with their head stuck in their phone. And we've been preaching, I mean, literally preaching, Mike, Paul, and I, for months, if not years, to get out of the phone, get the phone out of your face, get out of your parents' basement, do something.
Yeah.
Well, now other media people have picked it up and they're starting to preach it. And so there's this thing called Nonna-maxxing. A Nonna is an affectionate term for an Italian grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Nonna-maxxing is, what is it? Instead of, the trend focuses on living life like an Italian grandmother by embracing a simple or wholesome daily routine. It means leaning into slower, intentional, more analog activities that are grounding and nourishing rather than overstimulating, said this woman, Chloe Bean, a somatic trauma therapist based in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
of course.
What?
Somatic, Somatic, somatic trauma therapist.
There's another cult leader if I ever heard of it.
Oh my God. And Nonna-maxxing includes things like cooking, baking, gardening, knitting, reading, drawing, taking walks, hosting dinners, or spending general downtime away from screens. Yes, we've been saying that.
Yeah, real
it's hard
shit.
for me to disagree, except this fool, a somatic trauma therapist, just ridiculous.
Yeah, no. Real shit you can do without a phone in your hand.
Mike and I have always said, if you're a guy, at least, put on a clean shirt, come out of the basement,
Yep.
make sure you don't stink, use what Mike uses, a lot of brute cologne, just dump it on your head, and then brute or high karate, which is the other best-selling cologne, and go to a bar, tap a girl on the shoulder. Now, a girl, to you Gen Z men, a girl is somebody who probably generally has longer hair than you, maybe, and she smells nicer, and she's going to be wearing clothes that are different than yours. But that's a girl. You tap her on the shoulder, and then you generally, what do you do? Oh,
Say
you
something like, "Hi,
you smile.
I haven't seen you here before."
You buy them a beer.
Could I buy you a drink?
Smile. And if they don't slap you in the face, maybe they'll let you keep talking to them, and then you can become like us, the real Ben, and live in a real world. Oh my God!
Yeah.
We have brought that up so many times, but that's the key for you Gen Z men.
It sounds like they're maybe starting to pay attention.
Yeah,
there's a real world out there.
Right. All right. Right now is unfortunately the time when 4,999 of our 5,000 subscribers are running for their door. Gotta go take a pee or get something to eat.
No, they're running for the door to announce to their friends and neighbors to tune in because it's the highlight of the show.
Yes, it's time for, ladies and gentlemen, Mike and Via con
Dios, amigos. Well, this was a horrible couple of weeks for show business.
Yeah.
I must say. Not in any particular order of importance or favoritism, but Chuck Norris.
All right, I know.
Yeah, passed away, 86 years old. Unexpectedly, too.
He was, by the way.
Well, he was in really good health, and he went to the hospital. His wife took him to the hospital because he didn't feel good or something was wrong. And he died the next day in the hospital. Very sudden. Anyway, and then Valerie Perrine, the actress, 82 years old.
She was from the original Superman movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There was something else that was famous about her. Oh, I know what it is. She was infamous, not famous, but infamous because on the night of August 7th, 1969, she was supposed to go up to Sharon Tate's house, Roman Polanski's Tate's house, and hang with them, and instead decided not to. And guess what happened? Charles Dance got there first.
Yeah.
And she lived, and the rest of them passed away.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Now, Paul, get your earplugs ready because this might incite our fearless leader to break into song. But Chip Taylor, 86 years old, songwriter who wrote Wild Thing and Angel in the Morning.
Wild thing, you make my heart sing. It's like everything.
You made my head ring.
Head ring.
All right, in the same vein, Dash Crofts, 87 years old, of
Who?
Seals and Crofts.
Seals and Crofts.
Yeah, Summer
Summer
Breeze.
breeze. Or no, I don't know what that's.
Yeah, Summer
right.
Breeze.
Makes me feel fine.
Yeah.
Going through the jasmine of my mind.
You even laughed yourself on that one. Steve.
All right. And then one of my favorite actors, James Tolkien, 94 years old. He was in Top Gun, Back to the Future. He was always the bald-headed guy chomping on a cigar right in your face.
He played the school teacher or whatever in Back to the Future, right?
Yeah.
The principal or something.
Yeah, principal, yeah.
Yeah.
He was really good. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, he's good.
And then hearkening back to a show we did some time ago, Henry Lee, 87 years old. He was the forensic scientist who testified on behalf of O.J. Simpson's defense, saying that the evidence was contaminated, hadn't been properly logged, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, remember him?
They used him to destroy that evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about him.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, that's it.
Oh, thank you, Mike. That was obviously a good one. A lot of good, unfortunate passings, but
All notable. Yeah.
a lot of notables. Okay. Now we segue, of course, into our Florida stories. This one, the headline sort of says it all. Florida hospital sues to evict a patient who won't leave the room 5 months after discharge.
Yeah.
So,
how do you not?
the last time I was in the hospital for my ankle operation, I was bitching at my surgeon saying, I don't want to stay overnight. I don't like being in the hospital.
Yeah.
And I want to get out of there as soon as possible. And like if I'm there 24 hours, I'm bitching and moaning. This person, she was admitted to the hospital last October. And it was determined, after it was determined that she no longer needed services, the hospital made repeated attempts to coordinate her departure with family members and offered transportation, but she wouldn't leave.
Why'd they keep feeding her?
Yeah, that's true. Right?
I don't understand anything about that. I mean, they'd have to tie me to the bed to keep me in the hospital.
Yeah, they don't like being in the hospital. But this person would not leave. And the hospital just got fed up with it, went to a judge and just said, we got to evict her. Get out of here. I'd have gone in there and said, here, we're going to give you an enema every hour for the next 2 months.
Hey, lady, look down. See these wheels on your bed? Well, they're going to take you right out to the street.
Yeah. No, they didn't get tough enough with her. And I'm surprised this was in Florida, too. She's lucky that they didn't throw her into the swamp.
Something.
All right. Yeah. Finally, here's our Florida woman story. So this Florida woman, of course, she's some nutcase from Florida who thinks that she thought she was a doctor, or she persuaded this other woman she's a doctor. And the other woman,
terrible.
Anyway, so she met a woman in a hotel where she performed an illegal, deadly silicone injection into the woman's buttocks for money.
Oh, okay.
But she flew across country to do it.
Well, she flew from Florida to California. Her name is Virginia Alexandra Gomez. She's 50 years old. She was convicted of involuntary manslaughter and practicing medicine without a valid license, resulting in the death of another. And the person who got killed is named Christina Ashton Gurkani, a San Jose resident and social media model known for resembling Kim Kardashian. So this person, what's her name again? So Christina wants to look more like Kardashian. She wants a bigger butt. So she hires a woman from Florida to fly out to California, meet her in a San Francisco hotel room. She injects her in her buttocks with a bunch of poison and kills her.
so many unanswered questions on that one.
I'll tell you a short story, but it's from the days of flying, which were, I first went some years ago. I think it was like Denver to Miami. And on the way back, this woman pre-boards, and she's got a pillow with her, and I don't think anything with it. Lots of people carry pillows, but she insists on going to the very back row. And I think that's a little bit odd because most people pre-board don't go to the back. But there she is. She spent the entire flight just with her knees in her seat and holding onto the seat back, because you're not supposed to fly after you've had this, what they call Brazilian butt surgery, but they do it in Miami. And every time I went and flew this leg of the flight out of Miami, there was always a woman on board who was hugging the back of the seat with a pillow. And some were not in the back row. Some were staring at their seatmate who was behind them. You know what I mean? Just staring at that person, and because they were only sitting for takeoff and landings. But they were sitting on their knees for the rest of the flight for 3 hours.
Oh my God. That's just right. So you don't squash all that butt that they added on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Good Lord.
Yeah, they come on like with a whoopee cushion.
Hey, Mike, is that what you got put in there for those jowls of yours?
No, these are nature's finest.
Well, it looks like maybe you had this woman here. What's her name again? Give you some injections.
No.
Vivian Gomez.
Nobody's getting near this perfection with a needle.
All right. That's whenever you say the word perfection and Mike, I have to sign off. All right. Check us out. What I usually say here. Oh yeah. So send us an email. Send us your comments to oldpeoplethisweek@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. I usually read most of the comments on the air, at least the ones that are fit to pass on.
And any of you out there who have a startup brand or you're looking to expand your business, give us a call, because we do promotions gladly. Our fees are at this point modest, but in the next couple of months probably will skyrocket. So take advantage of our smiling demeanor right now and our vast reach, and we can help elevate your business.
We do. We rent out Mike's forehead. We'll tattoo your name and business on there, and
right here.
So you can have it in every show. That's what we have. All three of us have actually big foreheads. And
I was going to say all three of us.
The biggest forehead is Paul. There you can put the entire Declaration of Independence. Mike, not so much. And me, of course, I have a normal forehead. I'm going to show that baby picture again just to show it.
Your forehead runs all the way back to your shirt collar.
Your middle name is normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then you can call us at 310-800-1830. And you can check us out on our Substack, 52tasks.substack.com. They're more infrequent than they used to be because these two lugs don't contribute anything. I'm always not creative every week, but there's more coming, of course. And that's it for the show. Good to see all of you. 5,000 subscribers. Let's go. All right. Talk to you later.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Don't stay tuned now for Reese and his Old People
Reese.
This Week quote of the week. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah.
Here's the Old People This Week quote of the week. I don't mind if you don't like my manners. I don't like them myself. Philip Marlowe, The Big Sleep.
Reese does not have much of a big forehead, so you can't.
No, but he followed croquet instead of cornholing, so there you go. So,
Reese. Yeah, Paul just dropped a word about Reese as a professional croquet player, and we're not kidding. True professional croquet player.
Yeah.
And he's in the Croquet Hall of Fame, which is located, by the way, in Peoria, Illinois.
Of all places.
All right. Anyway, thank you. Adios, amigos.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.